Hi guys, welcome back to Scott Family Homestead. We had a very busy weekend and we're just kind of cleaning up from all of that because we had our seed swap at our farm. This is the first time that we've ever done this and it was awesome. We had over 50 people attend. Lots of people brought seeds. Some people didn't, but we also had a huge seed collection and we advertised it as such. Everybody was welcome, whether they had seeds to contribute or not. We hosted in our high tunnel, which was perfect because we chose to do this at the very beginning of April in the hopes that the weather would be decent, but still give people plenty of time to start seeds. So here in Wisconsin, we're still about 6 or 7 weeks out from last frost, so you can still start a lot of things, even your tomatoes and peppers. The timing worked out pretty good for it. The only thing that I wish I could have done was sell some plant starts, but ours just weren't quite big enough to bring and to sell during the seed swap. But we will have plant starts in our farm stand as the season goes on and hopefully make up for that there. Let me show you at first just kind of the setup that we had, and then we'll talk about what worked well and what was more difficult. I had a little spot here where I had all my extra seeds in case anybody had anything in particular that they wanted to ask for. I had that. It was kind of my little station to welcome people in. We have 4 6-foot tables lined up here, and this is where all of the seeds were for the most part. So these were organized by category. We labeled the different types of tomatoes, peppers, greens. I had all of my seed collection out there, and then as people came in, they could drop their seeds off by category and then walk through and take whatever they liked. We also had a center table in the middle of the high tunnel here. In preparation for this event, I bought bulk seeds of all of my favorites that grow really well. That's the most often question I get is like, what kind of tomato does really well here? What do you recommend we grow? What's an easy thing to grow? So I bought bulk seed for that and set up this table. I took those bulk seeds and I repackaged it into like 20 of each variety. So I had my Amish paste tomatoes, King of the North peppers, the things that do the best, in my opinion. So we had radishes, lettuce mix, carrot mix, all kinds of goodies on this table. That was the bulk seeds. And something that was really helpful is on the end of the table here, I had these labels put out and little baggies that people could repackage larger packs of seeds into these smaller ones. And I did see quite a few people using that to repackage seeds and label them. And so I would definitely do that again. That was a really good little addition to the seed swap. We had a kids area. We set up a craft here. My kids set all of this up. It was awesome. They made some example crafts. We did these little pockets. We had these little pockets that are made from paper plates and the Easter grass, and then we had all of these different little cutouts, and so kids could make their own little garden craft. And then we had a kids planting station. My kids had this all set up. I have some pictures too that I'll share, but my little 6-year-old color-coded everything and got the little shovels, the little pots. This is the leftover stuff. And they were able to plant and water, and they could use seeds from any of the seeds we had available, but we also had the dragon tongue beans. And the reason we did this, my kids call these magic beans. They grow such a cool color and so different than what you get at the grocery store, but when you cook them, that purple streaking disappears, and my kids think that's just the coolest thing. So color changing beans. So we had that for the kids for planting. And then we had set up over here some of our animals. So we had Fen, our bottle calf that everybody could meet and pet. We had chicks. We had 25 brand new chicks in here. And in this side we had a couple of our piglets. And they spent most of the time burrowed into the hay. But everybody got to kind of see the baby animals and say hello. We also had Zach, our cat. He was kind of the seed swap mascot. He was kind of hanging out and getting pets from everyone. He was happy as could be. We also set up a seeding area over here, and I included all of my seed catalogs. I ordered some seed catalogs specifically for this because I wasn't sure what people were going to bring, so we got Burpee and Johnny's and Botanical Interests and all the different seed catalogs I could find. So when you repackage seeds for a seed swap, a lot of times you don't have the picture on there of what exactly it is, so I wanted everybody to be able to look things up if they wanted to know what variety it was and some more information about it. So we have a whole seed catalog library. My kids say it was very heavy to carry out here. They were a little put out by that. But yeah, we do have a pretty extensive seed catalog library, and I think that was really helpful too. It was about, I think the high was 40 degrees, and in here it was over 80. We had to prop open the side because it was very warm in here. So it worked out in that respect, and we just had the best time talking with people and sharing our seeds, sharing our stories, showing off the homestead. We had lots of people going out to see the cows and the pigs, and it was just a really great time. We had enough people that they kind of steadily came in and they were able to work their way through, and then as more people came in with seeds, people went back through the line, and there was really no fuss about it. Nobody, as far as I know, had any kind of complaints with how it ran. I had researched this a little bit of how people run their seed swaps, and some people do first come, first serve. Other people let everybody come with their seeds for the first bit, like say the first 20-30 minutes, everybody who's bringing seeds comes and puts it out on the table, and then everybody goes through one time with all of the seeds in the order of when they came to the event. It got complicated to like try to keep track of who got here first and everything, so we're a small enough event and venue that we could just have people go through the line as they came, and if they wanted to go through again they could. It was just a very social, casual, everybody was chatting and hanging out, and so it was very nice in that respect. We had quite a few kids here, so it's really fun to see them interested in gardening and coming with their parents, and we met some great families, local and some that came from afar, and some friends that came from afar. So we really appreciate everybody who came out for our event. Alright, so I came out here to get dirt because I am starting seeds today, and we're going to get all of our tomatoes started. Got a helper with me. So let's talk just for a minute, because I want to be transparent about it. We did have our farm store open, and we had a lot of sales. It was a really good day for us. But there is a lot of cost that goes with a seed swap like this on your farm, and it's not just the seeds. We also had to buy an event day insurance because our homeowners policy doesn't cover events, and so that alone, the insurance was $325 for a 2-hour event with no possibility of like a rain date or anything. It was a strict that day only policy, and it was expensive. So that in itself was an unexpected cost. When we started advertising this event and everything, we had not looked into the insurance part of it yet. I would still do it again, but if you are planning a seed swap at your home or at your farm, it's definitely something you want to consider ahead of time and check with your policy and see how that is going to go. We also bought about $120 worth of bulk seeds, and I spent about $30 on the kids' crafts and potting area. It is super cold outside, so I came in. You can see I still have a lot of seeds to organize, and I have here, this is all of the leftover seeds from the seed exchange. So I provided about, I don't know, I lost track, somewhere between 200 and 250 packets. Some of them being these little ones that were on that middle table. And I mean, people brought so many seeds. You got all kinds of flower seeds. I really like these little seed packets. Very cool. And these are leftover ones. Last year I started a free seed library, and basically what I did was every time I started seeds or planted seeds, I made a packet with the remaining seeds from the pack and kind of started a little seed library. So last year that was available. We had a garage sale here, so we had it out for that, and then in the farm stand. My little recipe box is not going to fit all of these seeds, so I'm looking for some ideas. I think I might build like a little mailbox type thing or something, I don't know, because I do want to put this out in the farm stand for anybody who wants some seeds, that they will have access to this. Just an awesome collection of seeds that were donated. I just think this is so cool. I'm so excited about this. And then hopefully we can do a seed swap again next year, and anything we have remaining will get put out, and we'll make some more seed packets as we go this year. And if anybody else wants to do that, if you're in our area, start preparing for next year and kind of set some aside. That would be amazing, because we really love doing this and we'd like to do it again. So like I said, we did have quite a few sales. For the first time, we offered our old-fashioned lard soap. We had calendula salve, which I haven't had for years. We used to have it at our farm stand at our old house, but we made some this year from last year's flowers. We had our pet treats out there. We do freeze-dried chicken liver, chicken heart, and pork liver. We have beef liver coming soon. The cats and the dogs love them. So we had those out. And we have seed starting supplies. So this is for anybody who is in our area. I bought a bunch of seed starting supplies, 10-20 trays, garden markers, they're the non-fading markers, 1206 inserts, those are the like 6x2 inserts that fill a 10-20 tray, and the 3.5-inch cups, so 18 of those fits into a tray. I bought those in bulk, and we sold some of them this weekend, but I have more available, and I'm passing those savings on to you by buying it in bulk. I'm not making a huge profit on this. We still have a bunch of those available if you are interested in seed starting supplies. We also have onion starts coming that are going to be available. They're supposed to come the week of April 21st, and I bought 1,400 onion starts, hoping that I can pass the discount on to you. So with Dixondale Farms, the more you buy, the cheaper they get. That's another product where I'm not looking to make a huge profit on it, but I would like to pass the savings on to you. So I have a whole bunch of onion starts coming. They're different than onion sets. They're actual live green plants ready to go in the ground, and 3 different varieties that are good for our area. So if you're interested in that, keep an eye out on Facebook. That's where I'm going to be posting about that. And we're going to have a lot available. Please don't make me plant 1,400 onions. If I have to, I will. But I would like to kind of share those savings. It ends up working out better for everybody if we can kind of network in that way and find some neighbors and some friends and maybe some new acquaintances who love to garden and would like to save some of that cost by going in with us on it, hopefully getting an awesome crop of onions. I totally planned to mention the onions at the seed swap, but the day got really busy and it got away from me, and I totally forgot to even mention it to anybody. So I hope those who need to see it here. We've got seed starting supplies, we've got onion sets, we still have soaps and salves, we've got pet treats, and we are still pretty well stocked on meats. We have sold out of a few things. We're running very low in beef, but we do have a steer going at the beginning of May to get refreshed and all of that. We still have a ton of pork. We are out of brats, ground pork, and ground sausage, I believe. But we do have just about everything else, including a quarter share and a half share, bundle boxes, breakfast bundles. We are fully stocked on eggs right now, so if you're looking for eggs, let us know. Sometimes even if the farm stand isn't stocked, we have more in the house and coop, and so if you are looking specifically for that, reach out at any time. So overall, as far as the seed swap goes, I would 100% do it again, and we really, really loved it. We had the best time. It was a short event. I would keep it short. We did 2 hours. It was kind of chaotic in our store. I will probably hire somebody next time to help in the store because that's where it got more chaotic than in the seed swap. And beyond that, everything went really smoothly and really well. Everybody was super nice and kind. We met some really great people, and we would be happy to host again. If you have any questions, if you are local and looking for anything in particular, leave me a comment either here or on Facebook, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. We appreciate every single one of you, especially those of you who have subscribed to our channel and signed up for notifications. We appreciate that so much. It really helps our family so we can do things like this and fun things like this. As much as I would love this to be a free event, it truly isn't free when it comes down to it, but worth every penny, in my opinion. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.